Is Bukayo Saka world class? To answer that, we need to define what world class is. So let's go round and find out how you define world class, Dan.
World class is having experience over at least 8 years. And this is his first year in the Champions League. You cannot say somebody is world class because they've had a good 4 or 5 years just playing Premier League football.
Okay. Zach, what's your definition of world class?
I think you basically need to be one of the best three in your position in the world. And for someone like Saka, it's an interesting debate, that's for sure. That's for sure. What's yours, Jimbo? What's yours?
Mine is always like, say it's if you think of it like a 23-man squad at Euros or whatever.
Okay,
right?
yeah,
the third
similar.
goalie, right? It's 2 in each position.
Yeah,
so I
similar.
would say that you should generally be considered in the top 2 in your position. So I think top 3 is kinder, but and I think overall that feels fair. I think let's stick with that metric for now. So I think I would say he's one of the most irreplaceable players in the Premier League.
Most definitely.
He's so integral to Arsenal.
Yeah.
You take him out of that Arsenal team, people are sort of saying, okay, maybe he's not been as great as he has the season before. He's still on 12 goals this season, and he's still absolutely crucial. In terms of progressive passes received, I think he's got 16 per game, right? Which is miles in front.
Wow.
Miles in front of any other player in the division. So he's so important for a team that is in the title race, that is doing big things, right? In terms of the experience point, is that a little bit unfair in the fact that, like, you know, say someone like Wayne Rooney, he would have been world class pretty early doors, and he would have only played 1 or 2 games in the Champions League.
I understand.
May have scored a hat-trick on his debut, but you know what I mean.
It's not Saka's fault he's not at a world-class team, but...
Because Haaland, would you say he's world class? He's not got 8 years of experience in the Champions League.
Oh, you've got me there.
So let's stick. I think let's stick with the best 3 in your position then, right? I would say on the right hand side, one person who's certainly above him is Salah. Sorry.
Yeah, Mohamed Salah, yeah, defo.
Then after that,
I guess who's playing on the right for Man City, really? It changes so much, really. Like, Phil Foden isn't a right winger. Bernardo Silva isn't really a right winger. Riyad Mahrez was there, but I don't think he can be included nowadays. At Real Madrid, we've seen Rodrigo kind of feature out there. But Rodrigo's not really the guy there at Real Madrid, is he? Obviously, he's fantastic, but it's all about Vinicius Junior, isn't it? And soon to be Kylian Mbappe.
Barcelona, it's Yamal.
He's probably a little bit too
so
young.
It's starting to look better for Saka here, no?
It does. It
looks better how we're putting it. I still don't think he's world class. If we're having this conversation in 5 years' time, 4 years' time, then I'm saying, yeah, I still think it's too early.
But there's not many talents who, how old is he now? 20, 21? So go back 2-3 years ago when we were in the Euros and he was starting
22.
out, 22. So go back, 19 years old I think he was, at the Euros in the final and the semis, all in England. Like, not many players would be playing for England at that age and also be one of England's best performers as well. And it's not like he's got any worse since then. If anything, he's gotten better.
I think he's fortunate for the position that he's in because we put this on the left-hand side.
Oh, there's so many more left.
Kind of,
yeah.
He's in trouble there.
Mbappe,
Likes of Vinicius Junior.
Junior.
Yeah, exactly. I think, to your criteria, I think he maybe sneaks in. I think you can have the conversation that he's in there. I think broadly in terms of, for me, I think another thing when it comes to world class is, are you clear? Is he clear? Like when it comes to like being just wildly better than anyone else, like on all-time lists. I think Haaland has already had a season where you go, okay, he was clear there, like that, and that was world class in terms of just being way too good. I'm not sure we've seen that yet.
Not yet. But then he's up against Salah. Like, he's up against one of the greatest goal scorers we've seen in the Premier League, especially for Liverpool. I think it also, like, I feel for him a little bit as well because I'd love to see him have a really good striker there as well, and whether that would take him to the next level and having someone he can contribute to for a little bit more and not having so much pressure on him as well. So yeah, I think, is he world class? By my definition, yes. By the definition of does he get into every team in the world, I'm not so sure.
No, because of Mohamed Salah, I think.
Yeah.
But what I would like, I wouldn't say he's world class.
He's half world class.
But he's very close.
If he was at United, he'd be world class. Being an Arsenal player.
I think if we were having this, just if his form was the opposite way around, so his form this year has been what it was, right?
Yeah.
But if he was having the season that he had last year, now,
Yeah.
a year on, I think you would now start putting him in that bracket. Do you think he's world class?
No.
No, I thought that.
I
might be the
think
answer.
after the Euros this summer, this conversation might change again.
Come on. Okay, if it's down to the 3 options there, 3 players in a position on that right hand side, who is the third player, or who is the second player that bumps Bukayo Saka out and makes him not world class? Let us know.